Hi, everyone. My name is Alina, and I'm a senior product manager, and I'm here with my colleague Samya, and we will be walking you through the latest updates across Windows 365 Boot, iOS, and the Windows app. So today we'll walk you through what's new in Windows 365 Boot, from a redesigned connection center and better error handling to return to local disaster recovery support, reserve support, and as well as the captive portal. And we'll also show you a demo at the end. So let's jump right into it. So the latest version of Windows 365 Boot has a more streamlined modern connection flow, which is consistent with Windows 365 Link. So not only did we make improvements to the UI, we've also made improvements under the hood that will reduce login delays and provide a faster sign-in experience. So this all comes with the latest version of Windows 365 Boot that is available today. Something new and exciting in this build is access to the Windows 365 Connection Center directly from Logon. So this allows you to choose a cloud PC to log into if you have more than one, as well as provide you the full device actions that you normally would get using the app, where you can troubleshoot, restart, manage, and view your cloud PC status. So you can see the Connection Center today upon logon if you have more than one cloud PC, but you can also get to it during an error message. And so that kind of takes us to our new and improved error handling. So we have improved error handling by allowing the user to click on cancel if they see an error, which takes them directly to the Connection Center for further troubleshooting. So this becomes very convenient if you want to see the status of your cloud PC, as well as do a quick restart on your cloud PC, and then you can get up and running quickly. So something that is not as brand new but worth mentioning is the option for users or IT admin to sign into the local device. And there they can troubleshoot or they can use it if they have an outage. So IT admin can actually decide if they would like to turn this feature on. And if they do, the users who have this feature on will be able to go to the Control-Alt-Delete screen and return to their local Windows 11 device for quick troubleshooting. And this feature is not turned on by default, but it can be activated for specific use cases, as I mentioned, like internet outages, Microsoft service outages, or if the user just needs to go to the physical device to troubleshoot. Speaking of backup methods, we wanted to share that we have support for cross-region disaster recovery for Boot. Users can reconnect to a backup cloud PC in another region during outages if they choose to purchase the cross-region disaster recovery license. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to the cross-region disaster recovery on microsoftlearn.com to learn more about that feature. So our goal is to be more like local, and we have now added display settings directly into the Settings app within the Cloud PC in Windows 365 Boot. So if users want to manage their display, they can easily do that within the Settings app inside of the Windows 365 Boot Cloud PC. We are also super excited to announce the support for Windows 365 Reserve license for Boot. This feature provides temporary cloud PC access when a user's primary device is lost, stolen, or under repair. So organizations can actually keep pre-configured boot devices ready with the reserve license. And when a user needs one, they can pick up the device from IT admin or get it sent, sign in through the familiar Windows 11 logon, and instantly access the cloud PC. So this is really great for customers, especially those new to cloud PCs, to maintain a like local experience and continue working seamlessly. So I want to say that you can also go to the Windows Experience blog if you would like to learn more about Windows 365 Reserve. We also have another blog that you can look at, which talks about the combination of Windows 365 Reserve and boot support. Another exciting new add-on, users will be able to access the Connection Center as well as the connection details using hotkeys directly while in session. So we have two hotkeys that we've added. One is Control Windows Up Arrow, which takes you to the Connection Center when you're in your session. And the other one is Control Windows Down Arrow, which takes you to connection details in case you need to troubleshoot or send diagnostics to IT admin. So lastly, I wanted to highlight that we now have support for captive portal, improving connectivity in networks that require web sign-in. So I'll play a quick video here where I'll just walk you through what the experience looks like, and we can talk about all of the use cases as well. Okay, so once the user logs into their Windows 365 boot device, they will see a dialog box that will allow them to open network settings. From there, they'll look to the right where a flyout will pop up, and they'll choose the Wi-Fi settings that they need for that captive portal to connect. So what you see now is the captive portal connectivity, which is different for all the different captive Wi-Fi portals that there are out there. So here the user will go through that process to click through the captive portal. So this is really great for if you are traveling and you need to log in from a hotel, or if you're working in a coffee shop, for example. It'll get you connected quickly and easily, and it'll have that familiar captive portal experience that you normally would see. So you see after the user logs in, they're connected to their cloud PC. All right, so now let's talk about the 4 primary ways users can connect to Windows 365 on Windows, each designed for a different working style. So Windows 365 Link is a purpose-built device that was built specifically to connect you to your cloud PC. It is locked down and secure by default. It's perfect for shared desks, call centers, frontline roles, where users need a fast and reliable way to connect that just works. This is really ideal for the desk-based or frontline workers in shared workspaces. The next method we talked about a lot today, Windows 365 Boot. This really lets you turn any existing Windows 11 device into a cloud PC endpoint. Users just power it on and land directly in their cloud PC. There's no local desktop in between. It's flexible, it's sustainable, and most importantly, it is familiar for end users since it does have the same Windows 11 logon experience. This is really ideal for repurposed PCs of any form factor, frontline workers, shared, and dedicated devices, since it does have support for Windows Hello. Windows 365 Switch, on the other hand, is really great for hybrid workers and bring your own device scenarios. You can move between your local desktop and cloud PC just like switching apps. It's fast, familiar, and it is integrated into the task view functionality to navigate between the local and cloud PC environments. This is really ideal for the bring your own device scenario hybrid workers, contract workers using the Windows app. And last but not least, the Windows app. This is for anyone who wants maximum flexibility. The Windows app brings it all together. It is the one app that can connect you from Windows, macOS, web, and even mobile. It's really ideal for anyone who needs cross-platform access to their cloud PC. So while you have all of these 4 methods, the biggest takeaway here is that Windows 365 meets users where they are, whether they're frontline, hybrid, bring your own device, or fully remote. We are delivering a similar and consistent experience across all of these connection methods. If you'd like to learn more about the different ways to connect, you can go to the blog post that talks about how to choose the best connection method for your team, as well as great documentation we have on Microsoft Learn, which talks about the comparison between the different connection methods on Windows. So that concludes my session for today, and we'll hand it over to Samya to talk about iOS and Teams optimizations.
Hi, my name is Samya. I'm a product manager on Windows Cloud, and I'm here to talk about some awesome improvements we're bringing into Windows app. So as the way we work continues to evolve, one thing has become very clear. Productivity today isn't tied to a single device. People expect to access their full Windows environment wherever they are, whether that's from a laptop, a tablet, or increasingly from an iPhone or iPad. And with Windows app on iOS, that access is already possible through Windows 365 Cloud PCs and Azure Virtual Desktop. But access alone isn't enough. To truly get work done, the experience has to feel natural and precise. And that's especially true for Windows workflows, where cursor control, selection, and fine-grained interaction are core to how people work. That's why today we're announcing Surface Mouse support in the Windows app on iOS, now available in public preview. This brings a new level of precision to Windows and iPhone. To enable this experience, we've updated the firmware for supported Surface mice to be able to interact with Windows app on iOS. The mouse firmware will update automatically through Windows Update while connected to a PC over Bluetooth, and users can also manually update the firmware or verify the current firmware version using Surface app on Windows. Once the mouse is ready, pairing it with an iPhone is simple and familiar. Using standard Bluetooth connectivity, users connect their Surface mouse directly to their iOS device, just like any other Bluetooth accessory. From there, the Windows app recognizes the mouse and delivers a more precise, more familiar way to interact with Windows in the cloud. By supporting Surface Arc Mouse and Surface Mouse, we're bringing precision into mobile workflows without changing how iOS works, and without compromising on the Windows experience users expect. The impact is immediate, navigation becomes faster and more accurate, interactions feel deliberate instead of approximate, and Windows environments behave the way users are used to, even when accessed from a phone or tablet. This matters most for people who rely on iOS as a travel device, a backup device, or even their primary endpoint for accessing Windows while on the move. For organizations deploying shared stations, whether in frontline environments, hot desking setups, or satellite offices, this unlocks a lightweight and highly portable option. Instead of issuing full laptops, users can simply just carry their iPhone and a Surface mouse. Whenever they arrived at a shared desk or a docking station, they connect their iPhone to a monitor, pair their mouse via Bluetooth, and launch the Windows app. And within seconds, they're in their cloud PC with full access to their apps, files, and workflows. With Surface Mouse support, iPhones become more capable work devices that are able to handle serious tasks with less friction. It's a small addition on the surface, but it unlocks a much more complete experience. By combining Windows in the cloud with Bluetooth-enabled Surface hardware and precision input, we're continuing to make Windows accessible without lowering that bar for productivity. Now, let me show you what that looks like in a real-world scenario. Imagine your primary work device suddenly fails. Maybe it's damaged, lost, or just won't turn on, but your workday doesn't stop. You still have meetings, you still have documents to review, and you still have deadlines to hit. Instead of losing hours or even days, you simply pull out your iPhone. You open Windows app on iOS, and immediately you have access to a Windows 365 Reserve Cloud PC, which is a pre-provisioned Windows environment designed specifically for unexpected moments like this, so you can get productive almost right away. Now, here's where it gets really powerful. You can start by pairing your iPhone to a Surface Arc mouse through Bluetooth. Pairing is almost instantaneous and seamless, and Windows app automatically detects the Surface mouse with no additional steps required from you. You connect your iPhone to an external monitor, and in seconds, your iPhone turns into a full-powered workstation. The mouse gives you precise pointer control and smooth scrolling, so you're not relying on touch or workarounds, and you're back in Windows. Your apps, your files, and your workflows are all there. Outlook, Teams, documents, all ready to go. You can join meetings, respond to email, and keep moving forward without missing a beat. This experience, Surface Mouse support on iOS through Windows app, is available today in public preview, and it's all about resilience and portability. It's about staying productive even when your primary device lets you down, using the devices and accessories you already have, but it's also about reimagining what a modern mobile workstation can look like. It's a streamlined approach that reduces hardware overhead while still delivering a full Windows experience, and it empowers employees to stay productive from virtually anywhere, with minimal setup and maximum flexibility. Speaking of being productive on the go, let's talk about what happens once you're inside your cloud PC. Because it's not just about getting back into Windows, it's also about what you can do once you're there. And for most of us, one of the first apps we open is Microsoft Teams. Whether you're jumping to a meeting, collaborating on a document, or catching up on chat, Teams is where work happens. It's the heartbeat of modern collaboration, and we've made sure it runs beautifully in Windows 365 and Azure Virtual Desktop. We've built deep, platform-level optimizations to ensure Teams performs just as well in the cloud as it does on a local desktop. So even if you're working from a mobile device or accessing your cloud PC from a different location, you can still join meetings, present content, and collaborate in real time, without lag, without compromise. And I'm excited to share that these Teams optimizations are now officially in general availability for Windows App on iOS, iPadOS, and Android. That means if you're supporting users or executives that rely on Chromebooks, tablets, iPads, or phones as their primary work devices, they can now benefit from a dramatically improved Teams experience, one that's optimized for performance, reliability, and responsiveness in virtual environments. With this release, Teams optimizations are now available across all native Windows app clients, including Windows, Windows 365 Boot and Switch, Link, macOS, iOS, and Android. No matter what device your users are on, they can count on a consistent, high-quality Teams experience that's built for the way people work today. And that wraps up all the updates. On behalf of Alina and I, thank you for watching.